Here's 5 things that might show up for somebody overperforming or overachieving for love. Grab a pen and paper. Let's see if you have any of them. The first thing is you might make yourself indispensable. Are you anticipating everybody's needs? Are you fixing everything? Are you organizing everything? Are you overly helpful without people even asking? Okay, this is a fear of being forgotten. So if you make yourself useful, people will need you around and they're not going to forget about you. So what happens if you were to stop doing and sitting in the silence? I see this with a lot of moms, a lot of women. They're always like doing because they feel that they're going to be rejected if they don't perform. The second thing is they fear taking up too much space, apologizing for your emotions, shrinking yourself to be small. It comes from a wound of conditional love where you thought or you learned that you had to be small in order to be loved. Instead of apologizing for taking up space or expressing your emotions, reframe it with the fact that you deserve to be here and you deserve to have your feelings heard. The third thing is they chase validation instead of intimacy, social media, praise, compliments, achievements. This is a never-ending cycle, and it's when somebody's chasing external mirrors because they just don't feel good about themselves. This is somebody who is a high-achieving overperformer, maybe at work, in a sports space, in a competitive space. Ask yourself, are you able to perform even if there's no applause and no one's watching? Number 4 is suppressing your needs or staying silent to keep the peace, okay? If you downplay emotional hurt, if you're quiet, again, another form of shrinking yourself, it's actually a form of self-abandonment. True love and when people love you can hold space for disagreements in a respectful manner. So when you shrink yourself or you silence yourself, you're actually building resentment, whether you know it or not, and that sometimes comes out in passive-aggressive behaviors. And number 5 is tying self-worth to performance cycles. It kind of whispers on what we spoke about in the earlier ones. But if you're over-impressing, if you're overdoing, if you're never sitting still, it's an indication that you need to kind of quiet it down and see who's going to be around and mirroring what you're giving when you're not performing, when you're quiet, when you're just being, okay? If when you rest or receive, you have a feeling of shame or dysregulation, it's time to take a chill pill, okay? Love and relationships are not supposed to be a scoreboard, and there is such thing as the sacred no and allowing yourself to sometimes receive, not always give. You're worthy of love, not based on any of these external factors. So how many of these are you doing? Is it looking good? Hopefully it is. I hope you don't have any of these.